Big story we're going to follow the entire day. The Meyiwa murder matter is back in the North Gauteg High Court this morning. Now, Meyiwa, the former Bafana goalkeeper and captain, gunned down 8 years ago, and that's what still shocks the country. We're only at this point now. This was at the home of his girlfriend, Kelly Khumalo, in Vosloorus. Sandelo Masakane at the court for us, continuing to follow the story. Hello to you, Sleeve. Just bring us up to speed. I understand there's going to be an application from the lawyer for accused 1 to 4. It's regarding the court presiding over this trial. Bring me up to speed. What's happening?
Well, of course, during the last court appearance, we heard from Advocate Teffo, who told Judge Maumela that he doesn't believe that the North Gauteg High Court has the jurisdiction to preside over this matter. He then indicated that he was planning to file papers and make an actual application to have proceedings basically in terms of the North Gauteg presiding over this trial looked into in terms of whether they have the jurisdiction. Now, since then, Advocate Teffo has actually decided not to file those papers, but instead write to the NDPP, that's Ms. Shamila Batoyi, to actually demand that the charges against the accused be dropped. He believes that in terms of how proceedings began in this matter, how his clients were arrested, how evidence was collected and gathered, he says that there are absolutely no charges that can actually stand against these accused. And he says that docket 375, which is the second docket into this matter that points to Kelly Khumalo and those who were in the house as being the ones who have a case to answer to, he believes that's the docket that should be on trial and not these 5 men who stand accused of Meyiwa's murder. Now, we're still right in the middle, Gareth, of cross-examination, in fact, by the lawyer for accused number 5, that is Zandile Mshololo. She had actually requested originally a postponement in the matter to be able to peruse docket 375 and its implications for her client, saying that she had only received this docket right now when the trial is actually officially underway, saying that it's an indictment on the state, that the state is the one actually delaying this matter, and that we have to adjourn because she needs to be able to study that docket and be able to prepare a defense for her client. And in fact, she has also said that she wants clarity from the DPP of the Gauteng division of the High Court, that's Advocate Chauke, to actually clarify the status of docket 375. We had received a letter that was submitted to the court by the state by Advocate Chauke, saying that docket 375 had no merit and it was an opinion merely by a junior advocate, but the defense says that they don't accept this explanation and want actual further details in terms of whether at any point the state does plan on prosecuting in terms of docket 375.
Yeah, let's stick with the topic of prosecution in docket 375. A few days ago, Sandelo, I see reports coming out that Advocate Teffo requesting directly to the NPA, the head of the NPA, to have this matter removed as well once the trial stopped, writing to Shamila Batoyi.
Yeah, so he had told us, in fact, that he was going to write to the NDPP by the 4th of July. That was last week, and then was going to expect a response from her within the next 7 days. That basically means by today we should have more clarity as to what the NDPP has written to Advocate Teffo, that this is why we're actually back here in court today. It's not for the trial to actually continue. It's more of an administrative session where we were expecting, of course, to hear arguments in an application around jurisdiction, but of course that those applications were not filed, and so we're looking to hear exactly whether there is a response from the NDPP following that letter from Advocate Teffo, and exactly what the decision will be, if a decision has actually even been made. But the trial itself, Gareth, is actually going to resume in September for 2 weeks, and then another 2 weeks as well in November. So today we're not expecting witnesses to take to the stand. It's more of counsel coming to court to update the judge in terms of what's transpired in terms of this letter by Advocate Teffo to the NDPP.
As you say, administrative day, but a very important administrative day, which is why you're there. Sindelo Masakane, we'll come back to you later, see what comes out of court. Quite rightly saying the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial proper continuing only in September. Now,